What is up, guys? My name is Mark Santamaria. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RC vlog, guys. We're going 70 today. We are taking the 4tec 70 today. I need to close that project out. It's just there. I don't think I'm gonna have to do much. Hopefully all I have to do is switch the pinion out and then hit 70. But before we do, sticker sales. If you haven't signed up for that page, you'll sign up. I sold my GoPro Hero 5. Some people asked if they could have it. You know, I'll probably start doing some giveaways like that, but for now, I gotta ship this out. I gotta get some coffee, and then we can get down here, start wrenching, and get this thing ready to go 70 miles an hour. All right, back in the workshop, getting ready to do some stuff. We are gonna make this car go 70 miles an hour. So, if you guys have been watching the vlog, I bought this car a while back. I did some stuff. I tested broken brushed motors versus regular brush motors. I did some speed tests on that. I did some speed tests with a VXL. So I've kind of been using this car as like my test car, but my ultimate goal of this car was to make it go. I even brought this car on the track. Actually, I raced it on the carpet track, tried to do some spec racing. But again, the purpose of this car, or what I ended up scoping this project to be, is see how fast I could go. So I've heard of people going 100 miles an hour. Maybe we'll shoot for that, but not right now. I wanted to set an achievable goal, so I wanted to hit 70. The box, I believe it says 65 plus with the VXL. I hit 61, so that's pretty close, but I do want to hit 70 with this car. So I have the biggest gearing you could possibly put in this car in regards to what Traxxas offers. So I have, I don't know what it is. Actually, you know what? I'll go ahead and pull it out now while I'm talking. But I have the big pinion in here. This car is dirty, by the way. So I have the high speed gearing, and I hit 61. So the one thing I will say about that 61 is that 61 is based on the older VXL system. The older VXL system is a 2-pole, as opposed to the newer is a 3-pole. This one is the 2-pole VXL. I thought maybe I would have a little bit more top end with it, so maybe with the 4-pole VXL you can hit the crazy fast 65 plus mile an hour speed, but mine's not. We're gonna hit I had a whole bunch of older 2-pole VXLs systems, so that's what I put in here. All right, so the gearing I have in here is, it's big. Look, I'll show you guys. It's pretty large. I had a guy ask me the other day, what am I looking at whenever I'm trying to show the camera. I actually have you guys see, I can see my finders on my iPad. So if you ever see me looking over, it's to make sure that I'm in the middle of the frame. Anyway, sorry, getting sidetracked. So let's pull this out. You have this wire cover that basically it cleans it up, makes it look really clean in the car, but in order to get the motor out all the way, gotta take this wire cover off. Don't be lazy and try to work around stuff. Freaking unscrew it and remove it and just get it over with. Do it right. My buddy Jeff that I used to travel with, he used to do that all the time. He would do everything he possibly could to not have to remove parts, so he was like basically hindering himself to do anything. Come on. There we go. All right, so it doesn't tell me. I can take it off here. The spur is I don't know what spur is. I can't. Oh, it's a 48 pitch. Looks like a 35T. I'll tell you what the spur is, but it's a high speed gearing, guys. It's the highest high speed gearing that Traxxas offers, but I'll tell you, it is a 55 tooth spur, and then a 35 tooth pinion. That's what I'm running right now, and that's good for about 61 miles an hour. Okay, so I'm gonna switch these out. The thing that's kind of weird about doing gear mesh on a 4tec is they have this, I'll show you guys. They have this right there. See how the motor mount is? You can't move the motor mount. You can't like slide the motor over. So what you actually have to do is you have to figure out the holes that you're supposed to use in order to put the pinion in. So I actually talked to someone at Traxxas on which holes I should use. I think he told me I'm supposed to use A, but I don't know. I'm gonna probably have to call him. But anyways, depending on what holes you use, they're like letters of the alphabet. Depending on what holes you use is how far the mesh is. So with 55, it actually tells you in the book, if you do 55, 35, to use the B holes. Yeah, we'll see what the other ones are. So let me get to putting this in, and then hopefully, it kind of looks like some clouds are coming in, which kind of sucks, but hopefully we'll have some decent weather, do some speed runs. A lot of times if the wind is high, it kind of concerns me a little bit because I'm scared that maybe that actually affects my top speed. Yeah, it probably does, but not too much, hopefully. Anyways, let me get this going. Run into a little situation here. The pinion is way too big. Do you see that right there? The pinion is so big that it's actually hitting this bar right here. So the pinion, it just won't fit in there. I have two options. I can Dremel that plastic out to try to get that pinion in. The problem is it's hitting this sidebar. If it hits this sidebar, that's what's stopping it from turning. If I do get it, Dremel it out enough where I clear it, it's still possible that the mesh won't be right. I don't know, I gotta look at this a little bit longer. But let me see what I have in regards to pinions and see if we're desperate enough to do this other option. So let me evaluate what we got going on here. All right, so after evaluating all this, running the 45 tooth, I don't even know what pitch this is. I think it's 64 pitch. Pinion, the pinion that actually fits the mesh for the spur gear, that's not gonna work because I'll have to Dremel out the side of the chassis. And I realized after I Dremel out the side of the chassis, I'll probably have to Dremel out this. And next thing you know, I Dremeled the whole dang thing and it doesn't mesh right. I don't think this, even if I would to Dremel it out where it doesn't hit plastic, I don't think that it would actually mesh right anyways. I think the mesh would be too tight. So this, I've disqualified using this, the 45 tooth pinion on the 4tec. What we're gonna do is a little tip that I got from my high speed consultants. I have some buddies, I told you guys I have a few buddies that work at Traxxas. I'm not gonna say their names, but they gave me a tip on how to make this thing go super fast. And they say to run Mod 1 pinions on the drive shaft because apparently the drive shaft will fit right in the middle of a Mod 1 pinion. So use Mod 1 pinions as your spur and your pinion. So what that means is basically, I think I'm gonna try these two. This is a Mod 1 pinion. I believe they're Mod 1, right? Mod 1. Whatever comes on the A scale, which I believe is Mod 1. This pinion is actually gonna be on my drive shaft. So this is gonna be on the drive shaft, and then this is gonna be on my motor. So the gearing is gonna look like this. And it's gonna enable me to run almost all the way up to 1-to-1 gearing. Now the caveat to all this is there's a bearing that sits on your, here, I'll grab you guys. There's this bearing right here that sits on the spur. So I'm not gonna be able to run that bearing. I'm gonna have to figure out what to do there. I think this shank will fit where that bearing is, but it's just gonna be a lot of friction. So I'm not gonna get very many passes on this. If I do this, it's gonna be kind of risky. And then the other caveat is, see the shaft on this motor? You need to buy one of these. This is the pinion sleeve reducer, 5mm to 1/8 inch reducer sleeve. So basically this will go on the motor, and then I'll be able to put that pinion on the motor, because right now basically it looks like this. It's way too big. So with all that said, it's gonna get ugly. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do all that in this vlog, because this vlog's already 10 minutes. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this vlog here. I'm gonna have some breakfast, and then we're gonna get to doing some crazy stuff. So thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, smash that like button, subscribe to my channel, turn on the notification bell, and you guys will see me next time. Later, guys.